Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? It's Liquid Shot here, and here with a different sort of video today. It's kind of like Game Topic Tuesdays sort of thing, just to split up the week a little bit. Obviously, we do Red Dead Saturday, Wednesdays, and then we do Hoi 4 every other day barring Tuesday. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Heart of Iron 4 and why it needs a facelift. And what do I mean in regards of does it need a facelift? Well, I'm going to be talking about Italy, Soviet Union, and countries basically that those two countries are major nations and haven't had a unique focus tree, whether in a DLC or a content pack. I think they're called Battle for the Bosphorus, because it didn't add any new game features. But those two countries I've lost my words. Those two countries need new focus trees. They are two major nations. If you look in any multiplayer, there's always an Italy, there's always the Soviets. And Italy's obviously more of a supporting nation, and I think the focus tree should go towards more of that. I mean, it already does that in regards to your army XP and building up your navy dockyards to help beat the British fleet, so you can fight in North Africa, as well as the synthetic refinery in Libya. So it does do a bit of that. However, the Soviets, there's only really one path that anyone ever goes down. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but yeah, I think to bring more players back to Hoi 4, they need a focus tree for Italy and the Soviet Union. It's kind of a no-brainer. Germany got a new one, France got a new one, UK, Spain's got one, multiple focus trees, so does Portugal, and they did all of that in regards to like Iberia before they thought about Italy and Russia. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, that's a bit stupid, but hey ho. But not only that, right? I was talking to Twitch chat earlier today, and I was asking them, I wanted to talk about, Hoi 4 needing a facelift, and they were saying, Hoi 4, it's a good game, we enjoy it. And I asked what countries would they like to see focus trees on, and the majority of them included Italy and the Soviet Union as their options. There were also Finland in there, Poland, Japan as well. Different focus trees for that, which they're all valid countries to have new and updated focus trees on. And I think with the game coming up, we're now in the 5th year since it was launched, obviously 2016, and Italy and the Soviet Union still don't have a focus tree, so there is that. However, the majority of the player base currently that play the game either play in multiplayers, whether that's like competitive somewhat or with mates, or they play single player modded, and that's what's keeping the game alive. Myself, I play sometimes for achievements. I have to admit though, if we scroll down here, 32 out of 132 in 800 hours. It's not really a mouse on a wheel in regards to progress, because the majority luck based. If you don't get a good run, it wears you down and you don't want to do it. And I feel as though that's a real shame. There's a couple new mods that have come to the community. There's a Russian mod, I do believe, and some mods where they placed the game in medieval times, which is pretty cool to see the community still working towards different sort of game styles you can have, and that's what's keeping the game alive. If Paradox want to bring in new players again, or get returning players that may have stopped playing for Battle for the Bosphorus, because even in that content pack there wasn't much content, then they need new focus trees for Italy and the Soviets. And I know that's the sort of DLC they were already planning with Operation Barbarossa, but I think included in that should be Finland, maybe Poland as well, and it would give more oomph to the game. Battle for the Bosphorus was specifically focus trees, and it didn't do so well. It was popular. I remember reading all the dev diaries on streams, but it was popular. But when people realised it was just a new focus tree. There was no new features. It was the same game, just different. You could only play a couple new countries with focus trees, and there's only so much amount of replayability you can get going for the new achievements, for example. So with Operation Barbarossa, we should expect some new game features. And if there are no new game features, I am wary that, again, people won't play as much. I reckon it will get more because they're major nations and have big impact during World War II in comparison to the likes of Bulgaria, Greece, Turkey, Yugoslavia. But yeah, they're just my thoughts. Feel free to drop a comment down below which countries you want to see a new focus tree in, and whether or not you agree with what I've said. And yeah, it's just sort of like an experiment video, completely different, more of talking about a topic, but I don't want to ramble on for too long because I know what I'm like. But yeah, I think next week I'm going to talk about EU4 and the new expansion that they've announced called Leviathan. I'll be doing some reading of the dev diaries just to kind of know what I'm talking about in regards to game features and stuff. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, as about 70% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. So I would appreciate that greatly. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.